Hey everybody, as we prepare to go into a brand new fresh year, I wanted to take the time to share with you 10 tips that I utilize in my own life to prepare for a successful new year. I always feel like the new year brings about new energy, renewed excitement for life. And so there are a couple of things that we can put in place that help help us in creating the year that we want and making it successful. So let's get to it. Number one is to reflect on the past year. It's in reflection that we can, really acknowledge who we were before the last year began, who we became throughout that year, and what areas we succeeded. We can celebrate those. And then we can also take a look at the areas that maybe need more attention, that we didn't give as much attention to. Celebrating our achievements, acknowledging the challenges, and looking for the insights that the past year can offer is invaluable to setting the trajectory of the next year. So number one is to reflect on the past year. Number two, set some clear goals. SMART goals are specific and measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. Everybody knows what a SMART goal is, but setting SMART goals and really dialing in on the clarity around what we want creates a North Star for us to always kind of go back to and refer to throughout the year. And it also, I feel like when I set my goals, it renews in me this sort of energy around achievement. Like I want to do good. I want to have something created in my life that I put my mind to, and it empowers me to move forward towards that goal. Number two, create a vision board. Now, vision boards can get a bad rap. I'm going to say I put this on here because I don't necessarily create a vision board. I create more of a visioning board. But I wrote this out because there is a space for a vision board. Being able to visualize what it is that you want to achieve in your life, what you want to accomplish, is a powerful component to manifestation. And so creating a vision board is useful in the sense that it allows us to start to align pictures with what it is that we want. And it becomes more than just words. It's actual pictures that our mind can reference. And so I think in a visualization process combined with vision boarding makes a very, very powerful tool to utilize. And I do this as well. I don't necessarily sit down to do a vision board, but I do a visioning process that where in my mind, I start to create the pictures that are aligned with what I want to achieve. And now with new technology, I can take the pictures that I see in my head and actually create a visual story of that. In some of the tools like Sora and Midjourney, you can actually take your ideas that you see in your head for success and then go create those with AI and create an even more powerful vision board. Long gone are the days where you have to go clip things out of a magazine. You can actually generate the images for your visioning board so that it closely aligns to what you desire. Number four, develop a plan. Everything requires a plan, and a plan requires the goal that you set already. It requires you visioning what that looks like and then taking a backward planning approach to determine what is the first step you need to take toward what it is that you desire. And how often will you check in with yourself? Will you look at milestones on the journey? Will you reflect or do reflection around your movement towards that goal? All of that is a part of your plan. Creating a plan is powerful. It keeps you focused on the North Star, keeps you moving in the right direction. Number five, organize your space. There's nothing more important than having a space that breeds creativity, breeds manifestation, and order. And so that looks like identifying clutter could look many different ways, right? It could be decluttering your physical space, your digital space. We all have stuff that is collected, digital dust. It's about going through and looking at those things. You never know what treasures you'll find in your physical space alone. I know doing this work for myself at the conclusion of the year, I have found so many things that I completely forgot I had, and that are resources I could use now. So you find things on the journey. Treat it like a treasure hunt. Organizing your physical space, making sure it's set up in a way that makes you feel empowered, that centers you, that anchors you. And then organizing your digital space. Like, that is a space that you should be maintaining. Your digital space is equally as important as your physical space. It helps you achieve a clear mind, and it breeds it lends itself to breeding creativity. Number 6, prioritize self-care. I can't stress this enough. You can't pour from an empty cup. And so it's important that you put inside of your plan self-care as a priority, whatever that looks like for you. Self-care can look like meditation. It can also look like a hike in the woods. It can look like a visit to the beach. It can look like, spa days. Whatever self-care is for you, it should encompass something that takes care of your mind, that takes care of your physical body, and also takes care of your spiritual and emotional bodies. So you want to do a complete self-care. So when you're considering your self-care plan and prioritizing it, consider that you want to take care of your spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical body. So self-care it's the whole package. Number 7, build a support network. A support network is essential. Having people in your corner that you can trust, that will encourage you, support you, and lift you up, and that you can reciprocate and do the same thing with. It's equally as important that you give to others and have them pour into you as well. So you pour into others and have them pour into you as well. That exchange energy is absolutely essential to the circle of transformation and manifestation, and how manifestation flows, whether it's financial or spiritual or abundance or relationship or health and wellness. Having movement in your energy around what you want to achieve is important. And part of that is having a support network that is foundational to share your ideas with, share your thoughts around, and have that synergistic exchange. It's mentorship and coaching is one way to do it, but there's also just having a biz bestie or a best friend that you can celebrate each other and support each other. Learn something new. Continue to identify where you want to grow and stretch yourself on a spiritual level, an emotional level, a mental level, and a physical level. We can always learn something at each one of these bodies that make up the totality of who we are. And so we should be feeding each one. You should strive to learn something new in your spiritual aspect of your life. In the emotional aspect, how can you increase your emotional intelligence? Look at new ways of dealing with your emotions. How can you stretch your mental capacity? Slow the thoughts down, anchor yourself. And how can you grow physically? What can you do to strengthen your body, to love it a little bit more, to grow in the area of how you care for your physicality, right? These are all areas that you can easily find something to learn new about, and you should continue to stretch and grow yourself and activate learning as a part of your plan for success. Number 9, review your finances. A lot of people, myself included, I've been one of these people where I wanted to stick my head in the sand around looking at the complete picture of finances. But I assure you, it is an empowering feeling when you have a full picture of where your finances were at the beginning of the year and where they are at the end of the year. It's so empowering to be able to know at any time where you stand financially. Do you have a solid budget? Are you saving? Are you investing? Do you have a plan just in case there's an emergency or you're planning for a major expense? this knowledge, this having mastery and having awareness about your finances is super powerful. And if you want to grow in the area of prosperity and abundance, meaning AKA attracting more cash, then you literally have to look at this. Like, it is cornerstone for attracting, manifesting, creating, generating, you name it, more money in your experience. So don't be afraid. Take it one step at a time. Look at your finances, look at your credit, look at where you stand financially, because your energy will get cleared up. It will clear energy blocks when you have a clear picture about where you stand financially. And number 10, stay flexible. Life has twists and turns, and things come up, and life shows up, life be lifing. So just be open. Be open to new opportunities. Be open to your manifestations appearing in ways that you never knew they could appear in, or you may be privy to new knowledge along the path that sparks a whole new direction that you should go in, or even add resources that you never knew existed. The beautiful thing about life is that we get to take it day by day, and every moment of that day can offer a new miracle, a new opportunity, something that we didn't have access to the moment before. And so it's important that you stay flexible in your thinking, flexible in your attitude, flexible in your energy, so that you can go with the flow, because sometimes the flow will take you to what it is you desire in grander, bigger, more better. And I know that's not correct English, but in even better ways. Our job is to stay flexible, present, and alert to that. All right, these are my 10 tips for having the most successful year to date that you've had in your life. Take them, utilize them, empower yourself with them, empower the people in your community with them, share them with everybody you know, get a biz bustie or a best friend, and do these, implement and integrate these tips into your life for an amazing, prosperous, and wonderful new year. You can download this complete PDF below, where you can get all the details, all these beautiful images, everything we just covered below. Peace and blessings, everybody. Have an amazing new year.